hope that you enjoyed your first week of doing your activities, and we're going to be moving on to our week 2 activities. So to get started, pull out your journal, or if you don't have your journal, grab a piece of paper and a green crayon. And we're going to draw something that is green. So you can think of a green leaf, or some green grass, or a green frog, or anything you love that is green. Okay, when you're done with that, we're going to go ahead and get started, and we're going to get warmed up with the Hokey Pokey. So find some room to move, and we are going to Hokey Pokey this morning.
You put your right hand in, you put your right hand out, you put your right hand in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn around. That's what it's all about.
You put your left hand in, you put your left hand out, you put your left hand in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and turn around, and that's what it's all about. Whoa, the hokey pokey. Whoa, the hokey pokey. Whoa, the hokey pokey. And that's what it's all about. You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out, you put your right foot in and you shake it all about.
You do the hokey pokey and you turn around. That's what it's all about.
You put your left foot in, you put your left foot out, you put your left foot in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and turn around, and that's what it's all about. Whoa, the hokey pokey. Whoa, the hokey pokey. Whoa, the hokey pokey. And that's what it's all about.
You put your head in, you put your head out, you put your head in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn around.
That's what it's all about. You put your bottom in, you put your bottom out, you put your bottom in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and turn around. That's what it's all about. Ready to hokey pokey? Whoa, the hokey pokey. Whoa, the hokey pokey. Whoa, the hokey pokey. And that's what it's all about.
You put your whole self in, you put your whole self out, you put your whole self in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn around. That's what it's all about.
Let's dance.
Whoa, the hokey pokey. Whoa, the hokey pokey. Whoa, the hokey pokey.
And that's what it's all about.
Whoa, the hokey pokey.
Whoa,
The hokey pokey. Whoa, the hokey pokey.
and that's
What it's all about.
Good job, guys! Okay, we're going to be cool it down for a minute and stretch with our yoga. Remember, you can do this anytime, any day. It's a great way to start your day with some morning yoga. So we're going to do my hands upon my head I place. Now remember, like last video, we usually put our hands on our face for part of that. But right now we're working really hard about not touching our face. So we're just going to go like this, really close to our face. Are we ready? We're going to start in tree or mountain pose. You can stand on one leg if you want, or 2 legs, whatever makes you feel happy. My hands upon my head I place, on my shoulders, on my face. Then we're going to go into star pose. Stretch like a yellow star at my waist and by my side. We're going to make the top part of us floppy, the bottom of us part frozen. We're going to bend over into ragdoll pose. And then behind me they will hide. Put one leg forward, one leg back, and whoop, go upside down in triangle pose. Then I will raise them way up high and let my fingers fly, fly, fly in warrior pose. Then clap, clap, clap. And 1, 2, 3. Stretch out your fingers as far as they'll go and see how quiet they can be. Take a deep breath in, smell the flowers. Blow out the birthday candles. Great job, you guys. We've been talking about colors. We're gonna work on our Crayola colored book today. Remember, we've been learning about beautiful colors. We've been learning about beautiful reds, like this red and orange sky, and yellows, like this beautiful yellow flower. And then last week, we talked about blue, like this beautiful blue ocean and this beautiful blue sky. Did you guys use your blue Orbeez to pretend that you were swimming through the ocean with your fingers? Good job. Today, we're going to talk about colors that hide, colors that camouflage. You need to look at these pictures really closely. Here you go. Do you see there's a lizard? He's camouflaged with that rock. You see? Oh. There you go. And look at this little lizard on this rock down here. He's really camouflaged. There you go. Can you see him? And then, look over here at this snake. Oh my goodness, look how this green snake is camouflaged in those leaves. Why do you think he'd want to do that? Maybe so he can jump out on some food. Look at this lion. Look how he's camouflaged in the savannah. And look at this moth. He's camouflaged. And even, look at this beautiful green frog. I bet he would be so hidden on that leaf so that no predators would find him. Bet in a green swampy pond, no one would be able to see him at all, especially if he closed his eyes. He'd be really camouflaged. I have a friend I want to show you who is a camouflage color. Let's see if we can get him. Our friend Miss Robin's gonna get him for us. And while we're waiting for him, I'm gonna show you one of our kits for today, one of our activities for today. We're gonna have you bring out your little frog pond kit. Just think how this little green frog would camouflage in these green leaves. It would be so hard to see him in a nice mossy pond. You see him? So, we want you to experiment with this sensory tray with our little frog today. We've got rocks in here. We've got a nice stump he could rest on. We've got leaves he could camouflage in. You can use your water eyedropper to add water to the pond and just have some fun playing with your little frog sensory tray. Okay, Miss Robin has our special friend now. Here you go. This is Ricky. Want to say hi to Ricky? Ricky is our friend at the Playseum. He's a bearded dragon. He's tickling me. Want to say hi to Ricky? Want to say hi to everyone, Ricky? Look at the color of Ricky. I bet he would be so hard to spot in the desert on a nice, cool rock. Or a nice warm rock, actually, in the desert. Just look how he camouflages in with this carpet. Look, it's really hard to even spot him if you're not looking very carefully. Oh, Ricky. Ricky's a camouflage color. He does that so that predators won't see him and so that he can hang out on the rocks No one will see them if they're not looking really closely. Ricky's pretty clever that way. I want you guys to take some time today, if the weather's good, to go outside and see if you can see any animals camouflaged in the grass. And we have for you some paper and the watercolor set that you used the blue from last week. So we've got green, the color we're learning about today, and I'd love for you to paint on here the nice green grass. And as you're sitting in the grass, see if you see any animals camouflaged in there. Maybe some little bugs that are hard to find in the grass. Maybe a lizard like Ricky. Whatever you find, paint a picture of it. Paint the green grass and paint all the things that you find hiding in the grass. While you're out there, I want you to bring out your book. Look, I'm an engineer. And on page 26 and 27, there's instructions on how to make a magical woodland den. Look how they use things like leaves and sticks to make a little fairy den. I could just imagine if you made one of those. See how it looks like it when it's finished? See how camouflaged it looks? It's really hard to see anything inside of it. You see? If you put your little frog in there from your sensory tray, I bet he'd be really camouflaged inside your little den. So those are some activities for you to work on this week. And if you do it, take some pictures, if Mom and Dad doesn't mind, and put it on our Flip Facebook group. I'd love to see what you came up with. I'm so excited for you to have a fun time outside exploring green and camouflage colors. Okay, we're gonna start to cool it down now. Well, not quite. We're gonna do a song first. We're gonna do the Itsy Bitsy Spider. You ready? Get your spiders ready.
The spider gonna get you with the tissue. He's creeping, he's crawling, he's on my foot, you want it. Hugs me, that's the issue. I'm gonna get you with the tissue.
Great job, guys! Are we ready to cool it down a little bit? We're gonna do some more yoga from my many-colored day. Do you remember we worked on this last week? Some days are yellow, some days are blue. On different days, I feel different too. You'd be surprised how many ways I can change on different color days. On bright red days, how good it feels to be a horse and kick my heels. Remember, we're gonna get down into downward dog, and we're gonna see if we can kick our heels. There we go. Let's see if we can do it 5 times. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job, guys. Sometimes we feel like that horse, full of energy. Oh, remember last week we talked about blue? On other days, I'm other things. On bright blue days, I flap my wings. Let's flap our wings. Remember? Let's glue our feet together and let's flap our wings. Let's fly high and low. Fly this way and that way. And let's land on a bright green leaf. Ready? Good job. Good job. Oh, remember a couple weeks ago when we talked about yellow? Then comes a yellow day. I'm a busy, busy bee. Some days we feel yellow, like our brain is buzzing so fast like a bee. So we're gonna be that yellow buzzing bee. Let's stand up in ragdoll pose. We're gonna keep our bottom half frozen, our top half floppy. And let's buzz like that bee. Let's buzz 5 times, ready? Buzz, buzz, buzz. Good job. And what did we talk about today? Today we talked about green. Green days, deep, deep in the sea, cool and quiet fish, that's me. Look at that green fish, how he's camouflaged in that nice, dark, swampy green water. Let's take a big, deep breath, like a puffer fish down in the ocean. Let's see, keep one leg on the bottom and one leg stacked up on top in half lotus, and take a deep breath. Remember, we're gonna try not to breathe from up here in our chest. We're gonna try and breathe deep down here from our diaphragm, right above our belly. Are you ready? And one more time, let's take a deep breath, smell the flowers, and put the birthday candles. Good job, you guys. It was so much fun spending today with you. What was your favorite part about today? I think my favorite part was seeing Ricky. Wasn't that fun? He's such a cute bearded dragon, and he really was camouflaged on the carpet. That was my favorite part of today. What was your favorite part? You want to share? Thanks for sharing. Let's take a couple deep breaths in. Deep breath in. And out. And deep breath in. And out. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to use your activities this week. I'd love to hear how it's going. Have a great day and see you next week.